doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone. And that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
This is my mode, baby.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this 1st half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
21-0 our score after one.
Score Panthers 21, Bears nothing.
3 yards remain for second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down, the former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A 1-yard
back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On third down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. How about the big boy snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Panthers 35.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Bridgewater again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Now Trubisky lost the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Trubisky lets this one rip toward Graham. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now the second down throw on target. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
The 42-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brought down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
36. Check nickel.
This is McCaffrey on the give. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Josh Jones in on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Cohen. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
3rd down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's the former Tar Heel back here in Carolina, Robert Quinn. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st down
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Derek Brown, the big rookie, in there to drop him for the loss.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
30-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure on their own offense.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
10 at the 17-yard.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Up second and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on first, second, and third down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
It's a turnover on down.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Panthers 35, Bears 3.